everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I think we're going to jump right into the Christmas spirit this year and kick it off with
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Yep. I'm excited. I love drawing Santa Claus. Do you?
Yeah.
He's fun. All right, let's get started. We're going to get started with our pencil. So get that ready. We're going to start out with real light pressure with some basic shapes to figure out the shape of our Santa Claus and where he's going to be on the paper. I'm going to try and position him right here in the middle of my page. So I'm going to start out with a circle for his head right here, real light. Make sure you leave room for his hat up top. And then I'm going to do, just connected to the circle, I'm going to do kind of like a
Another circle.
gumdrop type of shape. Yeah, not quite so long actually. Let's shorten that up a bit. He's going to be kind of short. So we'll attach a little gumdrop shape. You know, maybe your Santa Claus has been eating more gumdrops than mine. Okay, yeah, because he's going to be kind of like this right there. That's kind of like a center line. Okay. And then underneath this gumdrop shape, I'm just going to do two little tiny sticks for legs right now. That's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to give him some big old triangle feet, which are going to be his boots. I'm going to do some whirly-doos for toes on my Santa. You can do that if you'd like. That's a style thing. Or you can do some little feet, whatever. Don't matter.
Tiny feet.
Yep. Okay, now I'm going to have my Santa holding a bag of toys.
Yeah.
He's going to have his magic sack with him. So I'm going to do his fist kind of up here by his head. And so I'm just going to do a rectangle for that by his head, kind of at an angle like this. And then I'm going to have right here a circle. That's going to be the end of the bag that's hanging out of his fist. And the rest of it is going to disappear. It's going to be big back here behind him. And I'm just doing an irregular shape here with some squares. You know, there's like boxes and stuff, and you know, those look inside the bag. They kind of have some hard edges and things like that. He's got all kinds of stuff in here, you know. And over here, I'm just going to do his regular old arm with his hand. And his hand, I'm just going to do a little kind of circle attached there. And then his hat, you know how they have like the fluffy part? I'm going to have that come across his head like this, kind of across the top of the circle. It's almost like just a rectangle going across his head like so. And then I'm going to do a triangle for his hat that's just kind of shooting up in the air. I'm going to do kind of something weird for his hat. Just kind of shooting way up there like that with a little ball on the end. You know, we're doing Santa our way. This is our version. There's many different versions of Santa Claus out there. I envision my Santa to be kind of goofy, and he's kind of like an elf, you know? He's kind of like a bigger elf. Okay, now his beard is going to be coming off of his head, and I'm just going to have that kind of up here. It's going to go around and connect to the other side of his head right there.
Long beard.
Yeah, and I'm going to be doing like a really different kind of beard. So I'm going to do that again down there. It's going to have a kind of a hard edge. So now his nose is going to be right here. Now that center line I made in his head, that kind of tells me where his nose starts. He's going to have kind of a big nose. I'm just going to do it shaped like that. And then his mustache comes out the side like that and then down. You know, we're still working rough here. And then just a little V underneath his nose and a little semicircle line underneath that for where his lip's going to be positioned. And then his eyebrows are just going to be rectangles that are up above his hat line there. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Okay. And then I'm going to finish up his beard at the top of his mustache. I'm going to have it go up to his hat there. And then I'm going to have his ear poke out. And I'm going to have a pointed ear on my Santa. Kind of like an elf. Yeah. Nice. Good job. I like it. So that is some good shapes there. So right here I'm going to have the puffy furry part of the middle of his coat where the buttons connect, and I'm going to have a button there and a button there. Yep, and then his belt is going to run across his waist like that. And I'm going to do a big old square buckle like that. Okay. And then his jacket. What do they call the fur, I guess. I'm just going to keep calling it the fur. It's going to come out from the center of the buckle and kind of disappear that way. And then his little pants here. They're like kind of fluffy pants. They're just shown there. Yeah, now the boot.
They look like shorts.
Yeah, they're tucked into his tops of his boots. Right? I'm gonna do some square buckles on his boots. Yep. And then I'm gonna add the tread on his boot.
I need to make my foot bigger.
Yeah, you can make your foot bigger. I almost thought about making his legs a little longer right now when I got to this point, but you know what? I'm just gonna run with it. I think he looks pretty funny like that. So at this point, I've got him really lightly roughed out. I'm gonna start using a little firmer pressure and really start going through now that I have these basic shapes and kind of where he's at on the page figured out. And I'm just gonna start adding more detail and really refining this image. So I'm gonna start with the eyebrow here. I usually like to start with things that are kind of in front of other things on the drawing. In this case, the eyebrows are in front of the line of his hat. So I'm gonna go ahead and do both eyebrows like so. And then I'm gonna do his hat behind that. Like so. Go ahead and do the ear since I'm here in the neighborhood. And now I'm going to bounce back up to the actual top of his hat. Sometimes what I'm doing when I'm doing this, like right here, I feel like there should be a little wrinkle. So I'm going to add a little point there like that. And that'll be where his hat wrinkles. Now the nose shape is pretty good. I'm just gonna add his nostril there, his eyes, and now I'm going to connect and outline his beard here. What I'm gonna do is do a couple lines where it connects to his face. And same thing with his mustache right here coming out from his nose. I'm going to do just some lines. And now this beard that is going to be, I've never really done a beard like this. It's almost like he's carved out of wood. It's kind of different. But I like it. I like doing different stuff, trying new things with your drawing. And you know, that's really how you start to develop your own style. Try new ideas and things, and sometimes you don't like them. Sometimes they don't turn out right, and you decide, you know what? That's not the way that I like to draw, and you don't do it again. But then sometimes you'll try something, and it's like, wow, that looks really neat. I like that. and you just adopt it into your drawing habits going forward. So these are the wrinkly, this is the wrinkly part of his opening of his sack that's coming out. What do you think? How's yours going? Oh, looking good. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and do his belly here, coming out from his beard, and I'm going to have it go out a little bit more than I originally had drawn, like that, like it's bulging over his belt, like that. See? Gives it kind of the illusion that he's just barely fitting into his clothes here. He's been Mrs. Claus has been feeding him
cake.
Yeah, lots of cake. He likes cake. At least our Santa does.
And cookies.
Oh, and cookies. He loves cookies. That's his favorite. Okay. How's yours coming? I'm going to do a little wrinkle there. So, and then fur at the end of his sleeve. You'll notice how I have it go a round shape, gives it the illusion that his arm is round as we want it to be. And I have it end actually higher than his arm here, and that gives you this 3D effect. Thumb, and he's wearing mittens. I hear mittens keep your hands the warmest. So, you know, he's in some pretty frigid weather up there in the North Pole where he starts his journey before he comes down and starts delivering all the gifts to the kids. Okay, let's get this belt buckle done. Okay. Just like that. I like it. Your Santa's turning out great, don't you think? Okay, fur at the bottom of his jacket. Really gonna get that defined. Coming out like so. I'm gonna do a couple wrinkles coming out here. Okay, now let's deal with these little pants he's wearing that are tucked into his boots. Like that. Okay. The boots, we're going to keep them simple. Going down. And define this belt buckle, add some depth to it. Or, excuse me, this boot buckle. Okay, you know, we watched Home Alone last night, and that really got us in the Christmas spirit. That's for sure. Okay. Now, tread on his boots. Oh, we got malfunction going on. Okay, working on his tread. And going up. Boy, those are some whimsical looking boots, aren't they? Oh, I love it. I love doing stuff like that. Not something you see every day. Okay, those are coming up and around, and just like so. Now let's get this magic sack of toys going here. I'm gonna throw some lines and some wrinkles. Those wrinkles are kind of like stress points where there's a lot of pressure on certain points inside the bag. Let's go around like that. Just like so. And you know what? My Santa, his sack has a patch on it. It is magic, but this thing has been around for quite some time.
Long time.
Yeah, long time. So, it's well loved. Okay. Boy, what is going on with the table here? Oh, I see. Do some editing here. Go ahead and stop real quick still while I do this. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm going to add a few extra little details here. Some little fuzz marks on these furry parts of his jacket. Just some little lines. Just to kind of give that detail, that illusion that this part of his outfit. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot his arm here. Look at that.
I was waiting for you.
I got it though. You know what? My Santa Claus has elbow patches on his suit. So I'm going to add those in. And I just like to give the illusion of these sewing or these threads from where the patch was set on. Just do little X's and lines on the edge of the patch. Okay, this is looking good. How about yours?
Good.
Are you about ready to move on to ink?
Yep.
I am ready right now. Let's do it. Go ahead and get your bold markers ready. We're going to go around the outside of our drawing with a bold marker, Sharpie, whatever you got. Literally just going to trace my Santa, the outside lines of the whole thing. I'll probably trace Santa through the bag there and also do the outside of the bag just because Santa's in front of the bag, so it'll give the drawing a little more depth if we do that. So go ahead and get your bold marker and let's do that now. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. I got two caps here. There we go. All right, now that Santa is all outlined, I'm going to take my fine tip marker. So go ahead and get a fine tip marker ready. I'm going to go through the inside of my drawing now and just trace my pencil lines on the interior and all these little details that I added. So go ahead and get your fine tip marker and let's do that now. Okay, perfect. Looking great. Whoa, you went to town over there. Nice. That's excellent. I am now done going through with my fine tip and tracing over the interior of my drawing. I'm now going to take my eraser and erase all the pencil lines that we used to get us this far that are kind of mucking up the drawing here. So go ahead and get your erasers out and let's do that now. Okay. There we go. I can see a lot better now. So now I'm going to take my fine tip. I'm going to add some last minute details before I finish this drawing up. One of the things I'm going to do is go through and add hatch marks anywhere that I believe there should be a shadow. So hatch marks are just lines that represent shadows on your drawing. So for example, under here, I'll be doing lines like so, because with the light coming from up above, his jacket is going to be shading this area below here. Yeah, because his upper body is bigger than his lower body. So I'm going to go through my drawing and do that, and any other little last minute details. So go ahead and get your fine tip, and we'll do that now. I'm done here. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna add a few more little lines underneath him for his shadow. But that is it. I am finished with this guy. So don't forget to sign your drawing and throw a date on there. Wow, it's the first already. Crazy. It's 12/1/19. 19. There you go. Okay, let's show everybody our drawing. Okay. I like your Rudolph. That would have been a fun thing to add. I'm too slow. I can't get all that in there. But I'm glad that you did.
It would take 2 hours if you did that.
Yeah, pretty much. But this was fun. I love drawing Santa Claus. One of my favorite characters to draw. What about you? Yeah, I'm super excited for Christmas time, and we hope that you guys had fun drawing your Santa Claus with us today. Yeah, we would love to see your Santa Claus drawings. Please share them with us on Instagram. Tag us at WildStyleKids and throw a hashtag at WildStyleKids as well, so that we can find it and share it with our friends on there. We're going to go ahead and color our Santa Claus now. And we're going to speed it up for that one. Are you ready? Okay, awesome. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.